we have some action right now in the barn. Billy is going into labor. Oh no. There I go again, idiot me. I had no idea that Billy was even pregnant. What are you doing? What happened to you? I see her every single day. I just think she's gaining a little bit of weight for winter, not a big deal. I just literally finished getting rid of the 6 leftover young pigs that we had from a litter back in July. I do not want to have a litter right now. This is not the plan. I didn't do this just for YouTube or for views, but I'm going to tell you the whole story on how I think that this happened, since I have Bobby completely separated from Billy. But while she's going through the motions of the labor, let me explain to you what I think happened. She's fixing the nest again. I mean, it's lucky that I'm here too, because if these piglets are just left to their own overnight with the mama, maybe they're gonna freeze to death. So I'll be able to set up a couple of heat lamps in here, and hopefully that'll at least give them a chance. You okay, Billy? Do you need any help? I don't know what I can do for you though. You just gotta tough it out, okay? There's this baby in here trying to stay warm. He's doing okay. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. I guess it looks like a boy. Very cute. Very cute. But let him stay warm for now while I keep him busy, that Billy can do her thing. You can see she's made a nest here with the straw, which is what happened the last time she gave birth. She's going through the motions right now. I'll have to keep an eye on her over the next couple hours. Now that I think about it and I'm looking at her, I can see that she's so big and fat and pregnant. But I seriously, honestly thought that she was just gaining weight for the winter. I did notice a little bit of weight gain, like, I don't know, a month ago, but it didn't look like she was pregnant to me. It didn't look like there was a bunch of babies in there. I just thought literally she was gaining a little bit of weight for the winter, as most of all the other animals do. It's been well over an hour since the birth of that first piglet, and we have yet to see the next piglet, so I'm getting a bit worried. So warm. I hope I can keep them warm enough tonight. It's like he's smiling. Look at his face. He's smiling because I'm hugging him. He just wants to be hugged, I think, because he's going to get cold. It's not that cold today, but it's cold enough that babies would feel cold. These baby pigs don't even have any fat on them, so I got to do what I can to help them survive. This is really, really, really bad timing. I can't believe that I never noticed the teats. Look at the teats. They're huge. I really didn't notice it. They're always covered in snow or covered in straw. Look, she's getting ready for another one to come out. What is this? Oh, it's almost like it's undeveloped embryo. Oh no. You got another one, Billy? Another one? Okay, that's 5. That's 5 kids so far. This one's a bit dirty. Looks like a pink one. So it's getting dark. As the babies are coming out, I'm taking them into the house. I got them in a little bucket because the mama, she's not finished giving birth and it's way too cold. So these babies are not going to survive even a couple of hours if they don't get some warmth, you know? Once Billy, the mama, is finished giving birth, then I'll bring them all back there and try to get them to suckle so they can get that good colostrum. Who's that? Chunk and Bubbles. It's looking at Olive through the window. This is Billy's second pregnancy, and I can tell she's having a real hard time. This is nowhere near as easy as the first pregnancy. She's going through a lot of difficulty, and there is a long time in between piglets.
Hopefully the heat lamps will give these piglets a fighting chance.
Come on, Billy, push. Push. It's stuck, eh? Okay, take a rest. Looks like a black one. Get his head out. There you go. Way to go, girly. It's not moving. Oh, no. Come on, wake up. Wake up, kiddo. Wake up. Wake up, kiddo. Wake up. Come on, baby. Sadly, I think that one's a stillborn. I played with it for like 10 minutes trying to shake it, and I guess that's just nature, you know. Maybe it took too long to come out of the womb, I don't know. But it's a stillborn. That sucks. Time to go get all these piglets from the house. Olive, you guard the farm, okay? Okay? You guard the farm? You guys okay? I'm just here late working on these piglets. Look at Bubbles in there. Chunk, Bubbles, Dexter, Tango, Mango. The only one missing is Fozzie and Maggie. I think Billy's done. My darling's gonna come. She's finished cleaning the house. I got these pigs. I think Billy's fixing the nest, but she's not really accepting the piglets to suckle right now. So we're just helping her make the nest and trying to wait a few minutes. Trying to keep the babies warm. Let me just tell you this story about how I think this accidental pregnancy happened. You see this wood right here, this bottom piece of wood on the gate for Bobby? Sounds like Bobby's sound asleep. That was just a coroplast piece of plastic. It was like a bendable piece of plastic. It served its purpose going back to when I had chickens in here when we first started the farm. And it was right around the same day that I brought Billy to live out in this area here. And I did that to separate her from the piglets. The piglets, I think maybe they were like 8 or 9 weeks at that time. And I was trying to wean them off the mother's milk. So I had Billy living in this area right here, and there was one day that I came in the morning, and I opened up the door to the barn, and Bobby had escaped underneath. He squished his fat body underneath the gate to get to Billy, who was in here. Now, I didn't think much of it at the time. In hindsight now, I realize on that day, they mated, and he impregnated her because that's just how nature works.
Yeah, there you go.
And of course, that day I put Bobby back in his stall, and I changed that plastic, and I installed that piece of wood so that it can't bend and he can't get through. And I think that's how this pregnancy happened. Stock up on all this pig food because there's supposed to be a big snowstorm coming. Billy, what are you doing? You're scaring the kids. Bobby, you got a whole bunch of kids again, man. You got a whole bunch of kids. What are you doing? So it's the next morning, and all these piglets are still alive. I think they like to be under the heat lamps, eh? Because obviously it's warm. And I guess they got that colostrum from Billy, which is important during the first several hours of the birth, and I'm no expert, so I'm just learning all this. New life on the farm. Nobody can deny that there's anything cuter than little baby piglets. Well, the good thing today is that it's -2 Celsius. So really, that's not that bad, you know? Animals are very resilient. I'm just gonna count our blessings that these piglets can survive at least for a few weeks in the winter here. I'm gonna do my best to help them survive, that's for sure. See, when I put my hand here, they're all warm. Like the piglet itself, the skin is very warm. This cute guy right here, he was the first one born. And he's a boy, because you can see that he's a boy. They look like they're shivering, eh? But I think they always do that when they're piglets. Because when we had the last birth, which was the end of July, they were all shivering then too. Maybe that's just a normal thing for baby piglets. This guy's peeing already. I think it's even interesting that Billy is keeping her body right there so that the teats, when they're suckling, is right underneath the heat lamps so that the piglets can really stay warm. I mean, pigs are supposed to be very bright, so she may in fact be aware that those 2 lamps are keeping her babies alive. You're a new dad again, bud. You gotta go through this all over again because you couldn't keep it in your pants. You know what I mean? It's pretty hairy. Yeah, I see you, buddy. You're gonna have your sons with you shortly. Although this is a surprise, and maybe I didn't want piglets right now, what am I gonna do? I'm not just gonna let them die at will. That's ridiculous. I'm an animal lover. I'm proud of it. I'm gonna do whatever I can to help these piglets survive. They got the heat lamps. They're staying warm. I'm pretty sure I got the height right, because you don't want it too hot also because it can burn their skin, I guess. But it's just at the right height that it'll keep them warm. He's peeing right now. Look at that guy. He's peeing. Way to go, buddy. Peeing under the heat lamp. That's a lot of pee. That's a lot of pee for a little baby. Here's some more straw, Billy. See, you can see Billy. She's fixing up her nest. Imagine, she's a good mama. Really good mama. Gotta try and keep this door closed too. Stop the cold wind from coming inside. So at least they can retain whatever heat they have, you know? Is it okay that these guys are having babies in the winter? I personally don't think you should do that. Like, I honestly didn't plan this out. This is a complete shock. Can't say I'm disappointed because new life to the farm is always an exciting time. I don't know, I feel like it's so much more difficult for them to survive their first month or so with this frigid cold temperature that we have here in Canada. I know that nature finds a way, but I don't know. I don't know what to do. I just finished getting rid of those other piglets. I hope I can sell these guys when they get older. They're cute little buggers though, aren't they? Olive, did you see the piglets? You're gonna have a bunch of friends again. So it's the 3rd morning. All the piglets are still doing well. I got these heater lamps so low that Billy's big butt keeps knocking them. But I mean, they can't fall, so they're pretty safe, and they have a nice cage, so even if they do fall, the heat's not gonna touch the straw. Billy's doing a really great job, actually, and the piglets are all doing pretty great. Look at Billy, she's smiling. You see the smile? I went out yesterday to the feed store and I bought another one of these heater lamps. So I'm just screwing in a hook. It's supposed to get really cold, so I wanted to add one or two more of these lamps, so at least they'll have a much better chance of staying warm, because it's supposed to get down to -10, -14 in the evening next week. So I gotta be prepared. I'm just hanging them from these bungees. See how I can adjust them to the height that I need, you know? Girl's got some fruits and vegetables today. Got some leftover papaya, some bananas, some apples, and then her regular feed. We gotta help Mama get big and strong again. Whoa, big yawn. It's a hard job giving birth to all those piglets. Even at such a young age, the piglet will walk over here to have a pee and then come back when they're finished. I think that's pretty amazing. They don't want to soil down there. There, so I put 3 of them together now. This is the new one. There you go, pigs. There you go, pigs. See, those 2 are walking over there, and it's having a pee right now. I think that's very cool. That one's a boy. Well, pleased to report that all 8 piglets are alive and well. Hopefully, this is a good solution to help keep them warm, because it's bad today. But I just touched all their backs and they all feel warm, and Billy's warm. And let me show you what it looks out here today. Can you see that? I've been snow blowing like crazy with my tractor. It's deep, really deep. And it's not stopping. I got the 2 sheepdogs in the shop because they're getting completely covered in snow. Whoo, gotta love Canada. Let's check on these little baby piglets. Move. Move. I'm checking the pigs. Oh, they're sleeping. They're sleeping. There's some over there too. Looks like those 3 heat lamps are really helping. They're cute little buggers, I'm telling you. She must not be very hungry. I can't believe I gotta go through this again. I just got rid of the other piglets. I can't stop thinking about it. I'm such an idiot. I wonder if those piglets would have survived like that if I didn't have that heater lamp. Because it's -14 today. Oh, brother. Here I go again. Crazy Chad. Oh well. New life on the farm is always a good thing, I suppose. Now we get to follow these piglets grow up again on the farm. So stay tuned.